This has to be one of the craziest seed videos I've ever really produced here. From completely broken mountain ranges to, well, I guess continent islands with connecting features. I don't really know how to describe it. But welcome back, everybody, to another episode here of the Top 5 Seed series. If you guys are new to the channel and you don't know how this works, this was recorded in the Java Edition 1.20.1. The chunk-based links and the seeds are posted in the description. So if you guys are like, ooh, they're fake, they aren't real, well, get wrecked, because the chunk-based link is down there. You can just verify my work and load it for yourself. But anyway, guys, let's get into seed number 1. Now, coming in at seed number 1, I actually really love the spawn point of this seed. You're gonna spawn in directly next to a beautiful cliff biome. Now, the cliff obviously goes out to a complete vast ocean, but it also has a really random ruinous portal here, right? Like, it's out of nowhere that not ruinous portal, the ocean ruins, ruinous portal, ocean ruins, same thing. The ocean ruins actually come out onto the cliff. Now, this cliff biome doesn't end there. It actually stretches pretty far, and it really looks interesting the way the ocean has just taken over the cliffs and the way it just sheer cuts off. But that's not even the coolest part of this seed. If we actually take a jump over our spawn location, you're gonna notice some absolute stunners when it comes to mountains. Now, behind the mountains are gonna be a village, you know, a typical village, nothing too crazy. Does have a blacksmith, so it is above par for what villages could be, but that's not what drew me to this seed. That's not what made me want to feature this seed. It's this. It is this beautiful spot right here. Now, my computer obviously is having problems lately. I think the 2080 that I have is kind of pushing to its end's wit here, but it's doing okay. We're struggling along. You have this beautiful island with this absolute gorgeous view of the two mountains surrounding you, and then just beyond the mountain, you actually have your second village. So you have two villages, and you have a beautiful building spot, and, well, something I'm a sucker for, mountains. I'm just ahead. I forgot that I'm not in creative mode. Now, seed number 2 is actually really confusing to me. Again, you're gonna have some cliffs, right? Everybody loves cliffs. I absolutely love cliffs. So you're gonna have some cliff biomes here, and it does look pretty interesting. Now, this whole seed kind of gets broken. It kind of gets weird. You're gonna notice an absolute massive mountain behind you, but it has a green patch with a village on it. So you have this weird green valley. And we're going to talk about this green valley before we move on. You also have a village here, right? It's like stretching up your mountain, which just looks beautiful. Probably the thumbnail, if I had to guess, with that in the background. It just looks insane. But if you follow this green patch behind the mountains, you're going to have a pillager outpost not too far away from the village. And then you're also going to have the new cherry grove. So you get 1.20 features. But now for the meat and potatoes of this seed, this Snowy Peaks biome is absolutely massive. I don't think I can really display how big this biome is in this video. Just by flying around here, you're gonna notice that there's some beautiful terrain generation. Remember when I said it kind of gets broken? You get icebergs in the middle of ice spikes, which are actually two rare biomes, believe it or not. Ice spikes for sure. Icebergs may be a little more common, but ice spikes are out there. And then it just keeps going. You have, like, honestly, it is truly the biggest snowy plain biome that I've seen in a while. Oh, snowy mountain peak, ice spikes, everything is kind of here. I can't even describe what this seed is or what this biome is. I don't know. Moving on. You get the idea. He's big. You understand what I'm trying to say. Now, for seed number 3, things start to get a little confusing in this video. And it's not just seed number 3. You're going to spawn in, and you're going to notice you're on the edge of a giant cliff. Do you get the theme? Do you see a theme in this video? Giant cliffs? Yeah, that was kind of one of the criteria for this video. But this landscaping just keeps getting weirder. You're going to notice that this cliff actually cuts off here, and it's just one giant forest cliff biome. But then if you continue on, you have like a Snowy Peaks and then more cliffs, and then it kind of narrows out where, like, if you're down here, if you're down at this ruinous portal right here, You're like, oh yeah, look, we're gonna climb up this beautiful looking mountain range, right? This is gonna be great. And then you get to the top and you're like, yeah, oh, there's nothing here. It's an illusion. But yeah, you have this really cool kind of cliff system that leads down to a little bit normal of terrain. You know, things start to get back to regular Minecraft until you have like another cliff and then some icebergs, and it just kind of breaks apart. But it does get a little more normal. But your spawn location has to be one of the most unique spawn cliff areas that I think I've ever found in Minecraft, and that's saying something. I have a lot of seeds on this channel. Like a lot of them. Now, coming in at seed number 4, these seeds have a little bit of a place in my heart, right? I always love survival island seeds, and this one is absolutely no exception. You're gonna spawn in, and you're gonna notice that you're on a plains biome, right? And then there's a jungle, and then there's another jungle, and yeah, okay. Survival island may be pushing it. Maybe you can see the mainland. Maybe you can swim to it, but, you know, it's the illusion that matters, right? Like the last seed is the illusion, but you're gonna notice you have this weird kind of jungle's edge that goes into a jungle forest looking thing, and then that's it. That's where it cuts off. That's your spawn point, which is super cool. You can actually build inside this mountain, make a beautiful tropical base, but let's say you want a little bit more. That's right. You're gonna just look at this. This could be your view from your home. It looks absolutely fantastic. Now, yeah, we're not in a survival island anymore, but I had to narrate how cool this looks. Like, look at this friggin' landscaping. Could you imagine building your base in here? This beautiful cutoff. Like, look at this. It's so cool. I absolutely love it. So, there you go. You have some really interesting terrain generation away from it, but you do get survival island. Oh yeah, and a giant mesa biome, but yeah, that needs updating soon. It's cool, but I mean, we could do better, couldn't we, Minecraft? But that's controversial. Let's just move on. Now, coming in at seed number 5, I actually chose this seed so you could do something with something I don't have. That's friends. This is a continent seed, and I absolutely love it when I find these because they're super cool. You're going to spawn in, you're going to notice you're in a forest biome. You have a snowy peaks right behind you, right? Nothing big. And then you have a few other biomes like the birch. You have some stony shores. You have a plains over here. And then you're going to notice a plains biome where you lead to your own village that's in the weird shape of a cross looking thing. Not many houses, but it does have hay bales. And it does, most importantly, well, for now, most importantly, have villagers. So you can utilize the villager trades if you're not in 1.20.2, if that actually gets implemented. But then, say your friend is annoying, you don't like them, kick them over here. There you go. That's where this is your home, this is your friend's home. And then, yes, it does connect up to the mainland, so you do have an area to go if you want to get more and need to get, you know, some materials and stuff like that. It's actually not the only spot that it connects to them. Well, you can see the mainland if you have a high render distance. It kind of pops in different locations, like right here, but it is, oh, hello, there's a second village. I actually didn't know that. Okay, you got a second village. Go ahead and find it if you can. I'm kind of flying around willy-nilly, and it kind of makes no sense. So, there you go. A continent seed. I like it. Well, that's gonna do it for this episode here of the Top 5 Seed series. I may try a different intro. I haven't really decided how this is gonna work yet, but I'm trying to come back to doing 2 seed videos a week. I've really dove into the shorts thing, and I've been making shorts like an absolute madman basically daily, or maybe a few days in between, but I've been making shorts like absolute craziness, and I've been neglecting my videos. I haven't been talking to you guys as much as I'd like to. So anyway, guys, that's gonna do it. If you guys are new, hit the subscribe button, do whatever typical YouTubers tell you to do. You guys can click the link in the description to go over to Bisect and get a server if you want to play with your friends. I definitely want to plug them a bit more because they host NSG and they're awesome, so go click the link. And if you're still here, comment mango, because, you know, every time I see a mango in the comments, I gotta give it a heart. So, anyway, guys, I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.